All right, so here's a rough sketch. A rough sketch, a little nice little decal of what happened to Kamen Rider Dragonite. The rise and fall of the series, of the show. So first things first, I don't know the details, so sue me. But I know like the beginning parts of it at least. So there was a little bit of rumors, but those rumors were like later on, like at least 1 or 2 years later. But let's go with what happened to create this one. So basically, we had two organizations, but one in particular was Address Entertainment. Address Entertainment was just going to be like the other guys who actually did Superhuman Cyber Squad. So they basically were able to scrounge up enough money to get one show started, to get one show. So basically, they picked through a decent catalog and they chose none other than Kamen Rider Ryuki. And I would say, unlike the dirk ass who freaking damn commented on Kamen Rider Dragonite those years ago on freaking YouTube, I repeat, do not watch Kamen Rider Ryuki. Because only thing you're going to do is at the very end of the freaking damn is be confused, being like, so what the happened? Did he get his wish or did he get rid? It's like, I don't want to get a headache. I freaking don't want to get a headache. But anyways, let's just move on so I don't get a headache. So basically, they were able to get they were able to get a license, they were able to film it, but they need some place to go. And thank goodness CW4 kids were like, we game, we'll do it. I don't know exactly what the agreement or anything was on. It's just the fact of they were like, okay, we'll do it. But it seems to me that they sadly did the whole Nickelodeon deal as well. So instead of having one season of it, they cut it to 2 seasons. Yes, I know that's freaking damn stupid. So it aired and everyone was enjoying it. It was freaking awesome. I think it actually won a few awards, or at least between the two times it aired, it won awards. But the first part, it did good. Then we were waiting for some months for the second part to show up, and it was kind of a shocker that it didn't start up in January. It took a while for it to return. And as soon as it returned, thank goodness, because it was like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on here? And it finished. It was perfect. It was awesome. It got some awards. And then Address Entertainment said that it was a good one that we've done. We're waiting to get more funding so we can pick the next season to do. Let's get into the messed up freaking bullcrap that I don't know that the best one that's going to come out, The Rise and Fall of Kamen Rider Dragonite, will actually be good. So, anyways, the things I don't know. I don't know what was the toy deal, but I can tell you what exactly happened to make the toy deal a horrible decision, especially with the people they were responsible with, which is none other than Bandai America when they were freaking bastards. So backtracking, just in case people are like, "Oh, we didn't watch any of your Power Ranger videos. Oh, we didn't watch this. We don't watch that. We don't want to." Here's the freaking gist of it. As soon as Disney was like, "We're going to kill Power Rangers," you in? They were like, "Most diddly, we're in." So basically, what was going to happen is that Disney was going to do the first 3 seasons of Power Rangers reduxed, remastered, which, oh God, what the fuck. In exchange, what they freaking did was made cheap ass toys. They made cheap ass freaking action figures, cheap ass mix and match toys. Let's see. So that one. They made some crappy what the frick freaking attachments to them. They made freaking damn cycles. Well, mostly they made cycles and vehicles to actually go. They created something called Zord Builder. And that's what they were going to use for it to actually make sure it's like, oh, this is a fun gimmick. And they made the Megazord. They made the Mighty Morphin Megazord, or the Dino Megazord, if you want to call it. That was the original release of that one that got molded so many times it's like it's not even funny. Sadly, they did not actually release Dragon Zord because that got stopped before they even did production, which is like, I thought you were trying to make money. I thought you were trying to make money. They at least got Titanus out, but that was again mix and match, mix and morph, whatever bullshit. So yeah, those were cheap ass toys. So along with that, someone came to them, maybe Address Entertainment. I don't know who actually got money from the stupid damn toys. It seems like it wasn't them, and even it was them, I don't know. That's the messed up part. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what the freaking toy deal was. I'm pretty sure when it came to High Bonds and Bandai America, it was most likely 50-50 or some kind of bullshit. It's like, for these guys, I don't know. And considering Bandai is a bastard, be like, okay, we'll make freaking damn toys for you. We'll make 6 damn toys. It's like, it's like, I did, if you look at someone's freaking review on the toys they gave us, the 6 toys they gave us 4 riders and then 4 blank riders. Those toys suck. Those toys were actually in the quality of what they did to the Power Ranger toys. Actually, they did it a little bit better with the Power Ranger toys, but they still were messed the fuck up, and they weren't even like 6-inch or 7-inch. They were just freaking small because that's what they did. They get cheap and small, and they were hoping that we actually paid $10 for a small action figure, very small. It didn't have good paint, but $10. It's like I think like I did like at least 5 times where I looked at it and I was like, you kind of might gotta get it. You gotta be. Even my mom said no, don't do it. Even my mom said no, these look kind of crappy. Don't do it. It'll be a waste of money. So if my mom even had to talk me out of it, you know that's bad. You know it was freaking damn bad. So with the toys, they didn't sell well because they didn't have Wave 2. Did they do any Advic decks or stuff like that? No, they were so cheap that they didn't do shit like that. They had the Dragon Zord that turned into a freaking lightsaber, but they didn't even release even Power Ranger morphers. No, they didn't do that shit either. They just had a mix and morph morpher that you're able to freaking mix and morph stuff with. They didn't actually release morphers. It's like, yeah, it's a miracle that a Dragon Dagger even freaking damn came. It's like, yeah, so you can see that in the toy department Bandai America was the worst decision to choose. I would have done what Superhuman Samurai did. Playmates. It's like I would have gave Playmates a shot. At least we know that they're freaking competent and they're not gonna freaking be like, you can't do it. It's like, yeah, so basically the toy line got crapped on horribly bad. Horribly bad. The only way how you can get action figures, and even then I didn't even know, but apparently yeah, it's true, is that getting it from Figure Arts. That's the only way how to get those. And you know how much money those cost. And plus, I'm pretty sure they didn't even do all of them. So it's like, oh, what the fuck? Yeah, so it really gets very, very sad of where it's like, you have no toys for the kids. The toys you did give them are crappy as fucking hell. So basically, we reached the end where it's like, who knows what they were banking on? I'm pretty sure they were banking on the toys. They were trying to get more funding some way, shape, or form, and yet here they are not able to do it. So from 2010, yeah, 2010 all the way to 2014, 4 years, they tried to get funding. And sadly, in 2014, the company died. Address Entertainment crumbled. They couldn't actually do anything. And of course, if people know, like 2 years later, GoFundMe showed up. Kickstarter showed up. The thing is that if they were able to hold on just a little bit longer, we could actually have gotten a new series. Because, well, you would ask yourself, what do they have? And the weird part is like they didn't even have enough money to even do DVDs. So it's like, oh shit. Where it's like, yeah, it's messed up, isn't it? So the thing is that for them to actually do crowdfunding for it, which I'm pretty sure Kamen Rider Dragon Knight was pretty damn awesome. So it's like to get more shows from these guys and to not have Toei say nothing. They have no comment because usually when it comes to Super Sentai, it's like, oh, you want to watch Super Sentai? No. You got Power Rangers. Watch Power Rangers. I want to watch Kamen Rider. You hear their answer? Let me try to repeat that answer again. Here's the answer. Yeah, so they didn't have an answer for that crap. They didn't have any answer at all. So for them to actually get screwed over, crumble, and died, and it's like, well, where's Jaime Saban's and all this shit? It's like, shouldn't he have tried to step in? It's like, did he even see Kamen Rider Dragon Knight? Couldn't you partnership with them? Apparently, he didn't do jack shit. He didn't do anything. All he did was eventually got Power Rangers back, and he didn't freaking damn care. That's the messed up part. It's like he didn't even care. It's like you gotta give him kudos. You tried to do a Kamen Rider show and it sucked ass. They did a Kamen Rider show and people are applauding for it. Even to this day, people wish to have freaking DVDs and Blu-rays of it. And yet we still have nothing. And that would be the bargaining chip for them if they were able to make it to GoFundMe and Kickstarter years. Is that they were able to go there and who knows, $30, $50, $60, $70. They would might actually do the thing of where it's like, okay, so what we're gonna do is that we're going to actually give you DVD, maybe even Blu-ray, maybe both, and you just kickstart and you just give money. And hopefully they get so much money that eventually they have enough funding to pick a brand new series, a brand new season. And of course, the next season, what they would have chose if they went in sequence is Decade, which that would have been freaking hard. Of course, that would have been freaking damn hard. But of course, since it would have been 2016, that means that they would have had more freaking shows to choose. It'll be interesting. It's like, what could they have chosen? What would have been next? Kamen Rider Wizard, Menifique. It's like, yes, Menifique. It's like that's like the freshest one they could choose. And I'm like, yeah, that would have been great. Could they have picked Gaim? Sure. Definitely could have picked Gaim. The only messed up part that's kind of sad is this, is that if they even were able to do that, they have to deal with Bandai. Again. Bandai America again. But at least the good news is that time has passed and Bandai actually proved themselves to not be lazy anymore. They actually got to work. And that's the good news. The bad news is that eventually they would have crumbled again. So yeah, especially when it came to like, I don't even know. But yeah, that's the messed up freaking issue, is that the thing that really destroyed them was the fact of they're looking for funding and they were never able to get funding. If the toys was one thing they were really hoping for, it wasn't there. It's like, yeah, Bandai America just phoned it in, and then they thought that phoning it in would get them to season 2, which is like, they just didn't care. And it's like, who the frick chose them in the first place? It's like, you should have chose freaking Playmates. At least they would have gave a good attempt. They always do, especially with Turtles toys. They always gave a good attempt. These guys were at their worst. They were at the part of where they wanted to just leave, period. Who knows? Leave toys, period. I don't even freaking know. I think they just want to leave Power Rangers, and anything that resemble Power Rangers go for themselves. But still, the rise and fall of Kamen Rider Dragon Knight is a very, very harsh one. Even to the point of where you don't actually have a legal way to watch it. Yes, you kind of do, but the thing is that when it comes to actually popping it in, or I don't know if streaming services have them, I think they don't. I don't even know who has the rights to it right now. That's how messed up Kamen Rider Dragon Knight really, really is. But it will forever be one of those that's like, you see that there? That was a Kamen Rider series done right. And they did it by their own freaking story, kind of the way that Power Rangers did, but they also added some filming on themselves because they had no choice. And it's like, that is what you call awesome. They did it their own way and they rocked it. What is Kamen Rider's excuse? I mean, what is Mask Rider's excuse for this whole entire shit? What is that excuse? Besides, they were using old, outdated freaking footage. Yeah, it really messed up.